Think about that one person who told you you are never going to amount to anything in your life. Do you have that one person in your mind? Good, because this video is about proving them wrong. What was it they said to you that hurt you the most? Did they say you'll never move out of your hometown? Did they say you will never be good enough for them? Did they say you'll never make your own money? My ex said all of these things to me and more. He said that I was always going to be broke. He said I was always going to be insecure. He said that I was always going to be by myself. But he was wrong, because I ended up building a multi-six-figure business in my 20s. I ended up speaking on TEDx stage twice. I ended up writing a best-selling book, and I ended up marrying my best friend. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Sabah Ali. To be honest, I had a very wild, hectic, fun, transformational first half of the year. But now I want to lock the in for the rest of 2025. Plus, I'm sharing exactly what I'm doing to transform even more than before. So I'm whipping out my playbook, every single thing that I have done to transform my life year after year. Play number one, what's the target you're trying to reach? Every single game that you play in life, it has an objective, and the objective is to win. If you don't have a specific objective, a specific goal, a specific target, it's gonna be fuzzy. You're not gonna know exactly how to win. Anytime I wanna up level in any area of my life, I always get so clear, so specific in exactly what I want. Before I met Andy, I wanted to attract my dream partner. I wanted to be in a relationship. But before that, I would just date the same type of narcissistic men. So I told myself, okay, if I want to attract my soulmate, I need to get very clear and specific in who that individual is. So I ended up writing an entire list of all the traits, the characteristics, the habits that my dream partner would have. And I made a list of all the traits, the characteristics, the habits that I needed to have to attract that person to me. Plus, funny enough, I actually have that list right over here. This was the exact notebook that I used back in 2019 to make that list. And later on, I manifested my husband. Once again, if I just told myself that I want to be in a relationship, I want to find the love of my life, but I didn't get clear, once again, I would be dating the same type of narcissistic men over and over again. So for the rest of the year, get clear in your goal, get clear in your target. And for a lot of you, you might have multiple goals. You might have multiple targets. Maybe you do want to find the love of your life. Maybe you do want to get in shape. Maybe you want to start that business. Whatever that is for you, get clear in the target. Get clear in the goal. Play number two, rules you need to follow for yourself. Just like when you're playing a game, there are rules you need to follow in order to win. Same for you. You want to create a set of rules for yourself that will lead you to your goals, that will lead you to your best self. If every single day you just think about, oh, I want to have six-pack abs, I want to make $10,000 a month, but you don't have rules, you don't have a system to actually get there, guess what? You are not going to achieve it. When I wanted to make my own money using social media, I knew I wanted to build a personal brand online. So the rule that I had for myself every single day without fail was making one post on social media. Didn't matter if I was traveling, didn't matter if I was sick, didn't matter if it was late at night. If I had not made my post, I would pull out my phone and I would post on social media, because I knew that would lead me to building an audience, building a brand, getting clients, getting collaborations. And I ended up making multi-six figures in my 20s by following that rule. Now you can create these rules in a lot of different ways. This can be for specific actions you're taking. This can be around your goals. This can be your identity, your mindset. What are the specific things, the rules that you need to follow by every single day that will honestly just lead you to your goal? It's not even a question of whether or not you're going to get it. You just know you will because you're following the rules and the systems. So for an example, if you want to get into the best shape of your life, the rule maybe you follow it is every single day you're eating 2 really good meals, whole foods, and then the third meal, maybe it's a cheat meal, maybe you have something for dessert, but every single day you have to eat at least 2 whole meals a day. Or maybe if your goal is getting into a relationship, the rule for you is taking yourself out on a date every single week. You're going to learn to love yourself first before you get into a relationship with somebody else. Because remember this, if you break your own rules, you're going to be restarting the entire game. However, if you follow the rules and you follow them every single day, eventually you are going to reach the finish line. Play number 3, playing as the captain, not the teammate. Maybe you've done a really good job being the sidekick, cheering other people up, but now it's time for you to be the leader. My entire life, I was the teammate. I was so good at being the best friend. I was so good at being the partner in like a school project. Even when I was in college, I was a personal assistant for an entrepreneur until I got to a point where, wait a minute, I actually want to be in charge of my own life. I wanted to be the one that was up leveling. And in order for me to do that, I couldn't be a teammate. I couldn't be on the sidelines. I had to be the main captain of my life. A lot of this doesn't even have to do with the actions that you're taking, but it's more about the mindset that you have. If you know every single day at 9 a.m. you want to go work out, but instead your best friend asks you, hey, do you want to help me, with this thing at my work? Or do you want to go grab coffee? And every single day you fold, you budge, and you go get that coffee. You're not being the captain of your own game, of your own life. That is why every single time you try to change, you cannot, because you are not disciplined. So when I start to take charge, I start to make my own decisions, work for my own vision, not for others, set boundaries for myself, have routines and structures, share my goals with others. This is a big one. If you keep everything to yourself, you're afraid to share your own goals, other people are not going to help you. That is why, once again, you are probably such a good person helping everybody else, but now it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to be in the spotlight. Plus, I'll be the first to say, doing this, especially in the beginning, it's going to feel a little uncomfy. It's going to feel a little uncomfortable, especially if you've always been in the shadows. But this is something you have to do if you actually want to change your life, because I want you to take this very personal. This is your comeback season. And in order for you to do that, you need to be the captain. Number 4, visualize the result first and then practice. There has been multiple studies shown on this, and I'm sure you have seen it before, where they have 2 separate individual groups, 2 groups of athletes. The first group, they're just practicing every single day. They're in the court, they're on the field, they're practicing their jump shots, they're practicing how to pass to their team, they're practicing how to kick the ball into the goalie. And then the second group, they're actually not physically practicing. They're in a room and they're visualizing the gameplay. Maybe they're watching some previous videos, but they're visualizing over and over in their mind how to pass the ball, how to make the goal. They see themselves actually winning the game. And then they send these 2 groups out to actually play the game. Which group, just tell me, which group do you think made the most shots? Which group do you think actually won? Not the one that practiced every single day, but the one that actually visualized and then practiced. The one who visualizes the most always wins. Back in 2019, when I wanted to move out of my dad's house, I wanted to move to Florida, I wanted to have my own business, I wanted to be making my own money on social media, I would visualize myself every single day living in Florida, every single day posting on social media, getting payment notifications on my phone. And in less than 1 year, I was living in Florida and I exceeded my goal of 6 figures. When you visualize, it starts to rewire your brain. There is something in your brain called neuroplasticity, which is very malleable. It allows you to create different neural pathways for you to actually gain success. And if you watch any of my other videos, specifically this one, you understand the power of rewiring your brain to actually attract success to you. This is why and how so many people manifest different things in their life so quickly. Because if you believe in your brain and in your body first, that you can attract what it is that you want, and you have already seen yourself getting it multiple times already, when you go out and you actually take that action, when you go out and practice, when you go out and actually play the game, there is no resistance because you know it's already yours. Play number 5, stay zoned in. Competition where? Competition who? We've all seen a video of this happen. During a game, there's 2 athletes. The first one is focused, they're zoned, and the second one, they turn their head, they see what the other player is doing, and then all of a sudden the other player makes the winning goal. And this happens because the other person is so locked in. When you are looking at other people, when you're comparing yourself, you are not growing, you are not locked in, and we are not doing that anymore. There has been so many times that I have wasted hours scrolling on social media, comparing myself to other people, seeing what others are doing, when I could have used all of that time to grow. I could have used all of that time to learn. I could have used all of that time to succeed in my own life. Every time when I'm about to do another up level in my life, I do not give a shit about what anybody else is doing. I'm so zoned in to myself. I'm locked in with my rules. I'm locked in with my actions. I'm locked in with my practices. And you want to be doing the exact same thing. This is where underdogs come from. Comeback season is not about what other people are doing. It is about doing what is best for you. Plus, I want you to take this video, all of these steps this season, very personally, because it is personal. Whoever told you that you are not good enough, you cannot make it, you cannot change your life, you are about to prove them wrong. This is your chance to shine and always be the champion that you have dreamt about. Plus, if you have not watched this video on how to rewire, how to reprogram your mind, make sure to watch it right here. I love you so much. Do not forget to subscribe. Join the fam, because every single week, every single episode, I am coming out with a new one, helping you up level in your life, helping you become the most unforgettable version of you. So until next week, make sure that you stay unforgettable.